5 of those penalties were of 15-yard variety. And then worse yet, 8 penalties were procedure errors. Those are mental mistakes, and those will cost you games.
We chatted with Del Norte coach Nick White about facing an underdog, cleaning up last week's mistakes, and other topics of importance in this week's version of KPOD's Coaches Conference. Well, Coach, a nice win last week over Fortuna. Anytime you beat the Huskies, it's a good day. You got the chance to go through the film. What did you see that you were impressed with about your team?
Defensively, we played very well, executed the game plan just like we practiced all week leading up to the game. Offensively, we executed plays really well. I didn't know that part of it going into watching the film, but when we watched the film, we definitely executed well, and the things we need to work on was the turnovers and the penalties. But other than those two things, we actually played really well.
We chatted after last week's game, and there was a little fire in your eyes when I mentioned the penalties, and it was going to be a point of emphasis in practice. How did the kids respond this week?
They've responded well so far. We did a little extra conditioning to remind them that, penalties hurt us in the long run. Did the consequences on the field, what happens if we get a 20-yard game and a 10-yard penalty? It puts us back 30 yards. So, definitely things we need to work on moving forward into league.
You're going against a Trinity team that hasn't won a game yet. They've played their last 2 games pretty tough. Is it harder to get the kids ready emotionally when you're going to come into this game as a big favorite?
We just treat it as getting better, like not committing penalties, executing blocks a little bit better, staying with our defensive game plan. We worry about ourselves going into it.
Now, Coach, what is Trinity going to try to do against the Warriors tonight?
I'm guessing try to stop the run, and then execute a couple of they have a couple of different sets that you don't normally see, so they will definitely try to take advantage of that against us.
Coach, next week you got a bye week, and it would seem to come at a really good time for you, especially right before the start of the conference season.
Yeah, it works out great. So we just get through this game tonight, try to put together a great game, and then we move on to the bye week, which help us get ready for the Big Four, and there's lots of competition, lots of great coaching. That'll help us heal up, get ready, and we can start preparing for St. Bernard's, whose offense is one of the tops in California.
First year, Coach, is it what you expected? Has been some things that came at you as kind of curveballs? Are you still having fun?
Sure, lots of curveballs, lots of fastballs. You take what you get, you make the best of it, and I would change nothing. It's been awesome so far. Couldn't ask for more.
Coach Nick, thank you for joining us. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of brave.
The national anthem here in Weaverville at Trinity High. They do homecoming right at Trinity High.
I tell you what a show so far tonight here in the little town of Weaverville.
We got floats honoring movies. We got horses circling the track around the football field. They do it right at Weaverville.
And they were racing around the track. Them horses are a dirt track here in Weaverville, and those horses were racing around the track.
Well, let's take a look at the starting lineup. Starting lineups brought to you by KPOD, DelNorteSports.com. For Del Norte on offense, slot receiver is going to be number 2, Gio Gonzalez. He's the 5'7" senior, 165 pounds, and he has been very effective on that counter play as it's a misdirection play. Everybody goes one way, he goes the other, and a lot of times he's headed toward the end zone.
Talking to Gio a little bit between the in practice, he says he loves that. It's his bread and butter. He loves to get to the outside.
On the right side, the guard is number 57, Tanner Forkner. Just a junior, 5'10", 205 pounds, coming off a superb effort against Fortuna. The sophomore Sam Showerman, 5'11", 250 is the tackle. The center, 3-year starter, Luke King, number 76, 5'11", 265 pounds. The left guard, Anthony Slayton, 6'2", 220. Getting his first start in place of Timmy Thompson is Chance LaFazio, number 74, senior, 6'3", 265 pounds. The tight end is Connor Long, senior, 6'4", 200, 3 catches, 56 yards receiving. Caleb Price is the wide receiver, 6'5", 200 pounds. He's got 7 catches this year and 3 TDs. The running back, Levi Cox-Cooley, 5'8", 175 pounds. He rushed for 250 yards last week. Fullback's going to be Chase Blackburn. He's 5'10", 185. And quarterback, O.J. Kalea, senior, 6 foot, 200 pounds, completing almost 60% of his passes. And Mad Dog, we are all but underway. In fact, there's the kick from Kenji Adams-Lee, and brought back by the Wolves, coming around the left side and going out of bounds, getting tackled. Making the play is Freeman along with Adams-Lee. And here we go. The 5-1 Warriors versus the 0-4 Wolves. But this Trinity team has played very solid football the last 2 weeks. It fell last week to Wairika 26-14 and fell to Hoopa Valley 14-12 the year before that. The quarterback for Trinity is Levi Hubbard. He's a junior, 5'6", completing 50% of his passes. He is also a threat to run. He will go under center. Waiting for the snap. Warriors not showing blitz. Handoff.
Under center, hands the ball off.
Gives the ball off to Ethan Pike. He's the 5'6", 140-pounder. Last year, he rushed for almost 120 yards against Del Norte, including on the second play from scrimmage, a 60-yard TD scamper.
I don't think Coach LaFazio forgot about that. He brought it up before the game. He goes, that kid's still out there, ain't he?
Yep.
And I said, yes, he is. He says, that ain't going to happen again. Coach LaFazio, that left a bitter taste in his mouth when that happened at the beginning of the game.
Warriors,
so Pike got 1 yard on the carry.
Warriors in their standard 4-4 defense. Hubbard goes under center again. Handed off counterplay, and Blackburn blows that up in a hurry as Christian Bemis is met at the line of scrimmage. He managed just to fall forward for a yard, and it's going to be 3rd down and 8. The ball sitting on the Trinity 35-yard line.
So basically the set Trinity's got on right now is no wide receivers. They're in the tight wing T formation, and that was the counter play that Gio seems to like, but Blackburn snuffed that one out pretty quick.
Blackburn coming from his linebacker position. 3rd and 8. No score. Game just underway here in Weaverville on the Sutter Coast Hospital scoreboard. Hubbard under center. Waiting for the snap. Warriors showing blitz. Counterplay again and not going anywhere as Luke King wraps him up for a loss. Well, we're going to call it no gain. There at the bottom of the pile
was Freeman.
And carrying the ball was Bemis.
Great job by Freeman coming in from the cornerback position.
4th down. And here comes the punter. Going deep for Del Norte is Cox Cooley.
Pretty quiet crowd here for a big crowd here, isn't it?
There's the snap. It's good. Gets it off. Side spinning kick that lands at the 40 and will end up going out of bounds or near the out of bounds marker, close to the 30-yard line of Del Norte, where the Warriors will take over 1st and 10.
3 yards, 3 plays for the Trinity Wolves offense there. Del Norte did a great job. Looked like everything was going to be run plays for Trinity off the get-go there, and the Warriors did a good job of stacking the box and filling the holes.
Warrior Athletics, of course, brought to you by Sutter Coast Hospital, Lisa McCown at State Farm Insurance, and the Hiuchi Hamlet. Price comes out wide to the right. Kalea goes under center. Man coming in motion near side. Pitches to him. That is Gonzalez, and he gets textbook tackle for a loss.
Just into the backfield.
A loss of yard on the play.
Something Didn't happen much against Fortuna, and they're going to say no gain when everything was said and done. Ball still at the 31.
Not much energy on both sides of the field here to start this game.
It's a very quiet class.
Very interesting.
Warriors,
So a little bit more rambunctious.
especially on homecoming night.
Yeah.
Warriors break the huddle. This time Price goes out wide to the left. Kalea back to pass, throws it to Price. He makes the catch on the far side, trying to get the first down, goes out of bounds, and it's going to be first down for the Warriors at about the 47-yard line of Trinity.
Good for 16 yards on the play. Great catch by Price as OJ threw it back over his back shoulder. Went and made a great grab and headed down the sidelines. Great job by Price.
Price's 10th catch of the season. He leads the Warriors in that category. It's first and 10 for Del Norte.
Del Norte said they want to throw the ball a little bit more tonight. Thought they might have a little bit advantage on the outside.
Twin running backs behind Kalea. Hands off, first man through. That's Blackburn, and he's going to pick up about 5 before he's brought down in Trinity territory at the 47-yard line.
The Warriors' bread and butter, the quick drive play to the fullback is going to be good for 6 yards there.
No score. 8:20. 8:19, I guess.
A couple lights are
A
out.
few lights are out on the scoreboard.
Noted Kobe Mitchell is out for another week. They decided to rest him this week and the bye week to get him ready for league play.
Warriors.
Coach, his dad, Gene Mitchell, said he probably could have went tonight, but giving him a break.
Rolling out is Kalea, looking to pass, going to throw deep. He's got Price, and it's over his head. So it's going to be 3rd down and 4.
Got to throw a catchable ball there. Price definitely had a couple steps and a couple inches on his defender. Sailed it over his head, though.
As Price jogs through the defense of Trinity, yes, you are right. He's a full head taller than anybody else on that defense.
Throw something up. Let him go get it.
Here we go, 3rd and 4. And Kalea goes under center. Trinity showing blitz. Handoff. Cox Cooley coming around the right side. Turns it up. And he gets the first down past the 40 to the 38-yard line.
Good for about 6 yards in the play. You know, Cox Cooley does a great job of that pitch to the outside, and he turns his shoulders and gets upfield and picks up that 7 yards almost all the time. Great vision. Great job following his blocks.
Cox Cooley, after his tremendous effort last week, now averaging 8.1 yards per carry. First and 10 for Del Norte. Ball at the 39 of Trinity. Kalea stays under center. Cox Cooley goes in motion, gets the ball, finds some room right down the middle, and gets taken down at the 27-yard line. Another first down for the Warriors.
11-yard gain by Cox Cooley. Great job by the front line opposing their will up front. You don't think he got touched for the first 7 or 8 yards.
Left side of the line, Slayton and LaFazio.
Talking to Coach Darren LaFazio, his son was a little nervous getting his first start tonight, but Coach LaFazio said, I think he'll do a great job out there. He's been working hard this year.
Ball at the 27. Price single coverage to the left. Man coming in motion. Roll out is Kalea. Throws it. Caught. Down the left side. Still on his feet and into the end. Nope, they say he stepped out of bounds first.
Great job by Blackburn catching the ball across the middle and dicing down the sideline. Good for about 17 yards on the play.
And it looks like it's going to be 1st and goal Warriors at the 9. In fact, they're going to put the ball exactly on the 10-yard line.
OJ did a great job right there, flushing out of the pocket and finding Blackburn streaking across the middle of the field.
Back to pass. Lob pass for Price. He goes up, catches it. Touchdown, Del Norte.
Now, that was a catchable ball right there, John.
Caleb Price pulling in. That is touchdown number 4 in the season for him. Warriors take an early lead.
Great job by OJ there. It's just a timing pattern to the outside. OJ makes sure that he threw that one up and something that Caleb actually had to come back a couple steps to get it, but it was nice high up in the air, and Caleb went and got it.
Kenji Adams-Lee in for the extra point. He is 22 of 22 this season. There's the snap, there's the hold, there's the kick. And today's guest on the Blue and Gold Show this morning at 6:45 on KPOD is now 23 of 23 this season.
Yes. I had Mike Weiland on the show too, and he almost told me, he said, "Don't mention he's perfect." I said, "Oh yeah, we're going to mention. We don't want to jinx him, but the kid's done a great job this year, and Kenji was a great person to have on the show this morning, and he loves kicking. He talked about a lot, and he loves to kick the ball. And that touchdown brought to you by L&L Design and Construction for home and remodels and new construction. Call 707-465-6432.
Warrior Athletics brought to you by members of the legendary Sportscasters Club, which includes McPherron's Tax and Bookkeeping Services for tax, bookkeeping, and payroll services. It's McPherron's. Lucky 7 Casino, they're #1 for fun. And Echo Nutrients, local organic fertilizers for your backyard gardener in you. Warriors going to be kicking off, leading 7-0. Kicking off left to right.
Ready to kick the ball away for the
I
Warriors.
believe that it would be north to south.
I don't know. We're in the woods, John.
We are in the woods. Adams Lee kick goes into the end zone, and Kenji is happy.
Look at him. He's dancing off the field. I got a chance to talk to him about that. He says, "Man, I love the idea of kicking in the end zone. And when I do it, he says he gets all jazzy. He hears music in his head when he does it." And different fellow.
He seems like a cool young man.
He is a very cool cat out there.
The other great thing about Trinity High, they play great music.
They do play good music.
Meaning they play music that we recognize.
Because we're a little old.
Trinity Wolves break the huddle in their red uniforms, red pants with white helmets with a big T on them. Warriors showing blitz. And we have our first penalty of the night. It's going to be... The officials are going to confer.
Confirm at the sign, Judge.
And it's going to be offside against Del Norte.
Kai Ba got leaning a little bit there, getting a little excited to get across the line of scrimmage. They're going to get him for a 5-yard procedure call.
So now it is 1st and 5 from the 25. Trinity with its second possession of the night. They went 3 and out the first time. Handoff up the middle, and that did not work at all. In fact, it's a fumble.
Kai Ba comes up with it.
Bach gets the loose ball, and the Warriors are in business.
I believe it wasn't even loose. I think he ripped that out of the running back's hands and just handed it to the official. Great job by Kai Ba diving in on the dive man right there. It was his assignment, and he crashed down hard.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Warriors now at the 22 of the Wolves. Del Norte leading 7-0 and 2 yards away from the red zone. 5:20 to go. 6:20 to go. We got to get them some light bulbs. Price comes out wide to the right, single coverage again. Cox Cooley goes in motion, back to pass. And now Kalea is going to have to run, and he is going to get captured from behind and will lose a couple. So that's a sack for the Wolves.
That was quick pressure by the Wolves there. OJ dropped back and didn't have any time to throw. He tried to step up in the pocket, and it just collapsed on him. Loss of 2.
Ball back now after the 25. It's going to be 2nd down and 12. Next week, Del Norte will be off, taking on mighty BYE.
Always a tough opponent.
BYE always a battle. And we talked to Coach White, and it comes at a great time for the Warriors, right before the start of the Big Four conference season. 2nd and 12. Man in motion coming this way. Counter play to Cox Cooley. Lots of room, weaving his way, and gets upended at about the 5-yard line.
What a great play. It's that counter play to Cox Cooley right there. 17-yard gain for the senior.
They put it exactly on the 5 on the far side hash mark. And the Warriors in the red zone once again, threatening to score, leading 7-0 already. As Del Norte tries to spoil, what has been a fabulous homecoming for the Wolves. Handoff. Cox Cooley lowers his head, goes into the end zone. Cox Cooley with the touchdown. That is his 9th of the season.
6-yard touchdown for Cox Cooley. That gives him 41 rushing yards on 4 carries. Great job by Cox Cooley. And once again, great job by the front line, blowing open big holes for those running backs to run through.
And back out for the extra point is Kenji Adams-Lee.
Kenji Adams-Lee set to kick the extra point.
Kalea will hold.
Hey,
there's the snap. There's the kick. Very, very high and very, very good. So with 4:51 remaining here in the first stanza, it's Del Norte 14 and Trinity nothing.
That touchdown brought to you by L&L Design and Construction. For home remodels and new construction, call 707-465-6432. That's L&L Design and Construction.
Warrior Athletics brought to you by members of the legendary Sportscasters Club, which includes Crescent Cabinets. Do you need new cabinets? Well, call Crescent Cabinets.
Of course I do.
It's right there in the name, Crescent Cabinets. McDonald's. You know, I'm loving it. I know he's loving it.
Dun, 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 dun.
You're loving that hamburger that's right over there.
I know. She's got good-looking food right there. I know. That looks like good food right there. No, I'm okay.
Humboldt Moving and Storage. Make a professional move with Humboldt Moving and Storage. Crescent City Les Schwab Tire. Doing the right thing matters. Del Norte Ambulance, now and always dedicated to serving. And Fort Dick Market and Deli, your neighborhood store on Lake Earl Drive.
Flashing tri-tip sandwiches in front of me, John, up here in the stands. We're up here in the Trinity stands tonight for our broadcast.
I guess there's some sort of problem there. Most of the classrooms are not being used.
To receive once again for the Wolves.
So here's the kick, and it's more of a punch kick that's going to be taken at the 30-yard line and brought back, finding some room and finally getting tackled
by the kicker. Kenji Adams-Lee came firing up, made the tackle right at the 40-yard line.
I believe that was Wetterstrom with the return. So it's 1st and 10 for the Wolves at their own 41-yard line. Del Norte leading 14-0 on the Sutter Coast Hospital scoreboard. Warriors coming into this game, 5-1 record. The Wolves 0-4, and Trinity was winless last season. However, the last 2 games have been very competitive for the Wolves, losing by 2 to
Wairika and Hoopa by 2 points.
Well, to Hoopa by 2 and by 8 to Wairika.
See if they can get something going here. They're spreading it out a little bit. Double wides to the left here.
And the quarterback in the shotgun. Man comes in motion, far side. Handoff. Baugh ends up blowing that up. Kai Baugh with help at the bottom of the pile.
I'm not sure what they saw on film, but I think every play's been ran at Kai Baugh. It hasn't been a great idea by the Wolves' offensive plan of attack yet. Baugh's getting a lot of work. Him and King on this side are getting all fired up.
And I believe that was Luke King that helped with the tackle. So loss of 1 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 11. Ball now on the Trinity 40. Next week,
bye week.
We get a chance to spend Friday night with our families.
Absolutely. And Friday morning, I will have volleyball on the blue and gold.
Staying in the shotgun is Hubbard. Waiting for the snap. Man comes in motion near side. He gets it. Avoids 1 tackle, but cannot avoid Kai Baugh, who has just been a one-man wrecking crew for Del Norte's defense.
Once again, they ran it to Kai Baugh. Once again, right to him. And he was just standing there waiting for him.
Baugh, in case you missed the story, was close to a legend as a freshman on the JV team, but then transferred out for a couple years, returned to Del Norte this year. High hopes were for him, but he suffered an injury before the start of the season. Missed the first 4 games. Came back last week, saw spot duty, was very effective in spot duty. Got the start tonight and has just been unstoppable so far. 3rd down and 11. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, a single running back behind Hubbard in the shotgun. Back to pass, throws over the middle, and he line drived it into the ground. incomplete, and it'll be 4th down for Trinity.
I do have big news for you, though.
What's that?
And I haven't even shared this with you yet. Next Thursday, on our bye week, this coming up Thursday, McKinleyville has challenged Del Norte's JV. McKinleyville's JV is undefeated.
In fact, they're playing
at Mike Whalen Field.
And they're playing tonight against Eureka against Humboldt State.
Mm-hmm.
So here comes the kick, the punt.
Ron Marshall set to kick.
Good snap. There's the kick. Good kick.
Nice punt by Marshall.
And they're going to let it bounce, and it's going to turn sideways at the 25 or so, and that'll be where it's down.
So Del Norte's JV team will play next week. It'll be Thursday night at Mike Whalen Field at 6 o'clock against this very, very highly rated McKinleyville Panther JV team. So we know we do have football next week in Del Norte County, so get out and support the JVs next Thursday night at 6 o'clock.
Be there. Aloha.
Aloha. Pritchie, you going to go?
Yeah, I think I will.
That'd be fun to sit in the stands.
Yeah.
Foam fingers and all? You got a foam finger?
Yell at the refs. So here we go. Warriors leading.
I'm going to do that, too.
Warriors leading 14-0. And with the ball, going into the shotgun now is Kalea. He gets it. Quick pass. It's caught. Far side. Finding some room. Still on it is Gonzalez. Stiff arms and gets dragged out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. So 2 things we've seen so far tonight, Mad Dog. 1, Del Norte is throwing the ball and throwing the ball effectively. And 2, only 1 penalty against Del Norte. At this time last week against Fortuna, we had about 5 or 6.
Yeah, great job by the Warriors. Trips last time to the left. Now we're trips to the right. No huddle.
Kalea gets the ball, straight drop, looking, throws deep over the middle. It's caught. That is Gonzalez down the left side and into the end zone. Gonzalez from 52 yards out. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your Sequake play of the game.
What a job by Gonzalez. And what a look by O.J. Kaleha. He caught that ball. He threw that ball right across the middle over the top of the defender and caught Gio Gonzalez in stride. What a great job by O.J. And O.J. and Gonzalez did a great job of taking it to the sidelines and down the sideline.
He caught it. He was running a post pattern and then just weaved his way in for the 52-yard score. Here's Kenji Adams-Lee in for the kick. It's up. No, it's good.
Look all on me. Because if he misses, it's all on me from this morning.
So with 1:18 to go here in the first quarter, Del Norte extends the lead to 21-0. And that is your Sequake play of the game. Gio Gonzalez, 52 yards out, his first receiving touchdown of the season. He's got 2 others rushing.
That touchdown brought to you by L&L Design and Construction. For home and remodels and new construction, call 707-465-6432. That's L&L Design and Construction.
You mentioned the volleyball team. They had a rough week. They had to go on the road twice, losing to Arcata on Thursday and
Arcata. And they lost on Tuesday. They lost to Fortuna on the road in 5 sets. Had a chance to win that one and just couldn't pull it out.
But they'll be home this week on Tuesday against Eureka, I believe.
They actually beat Eureka on the road, so show up Tuesday and support the Del Norte Warrior volleyball team.
That will be at Tunham Gymnasium.
So
there's the kick. Not terribly deep. Taken at the 19-yard line. Goes one way, then reverses, and will get out to the 26 before a gaggle of Warriors corral him and throw him to the ground. Del Norte up 21-0 late in the first quarter on the Syracuse Hospital scoreboard. John Pritchett, John Horner with you here on KPOD, Crescent City 97.9, and on DelNorteSports.com. If you have access to the internet, you have access to us. You can go to DelNorteSports.com. If you have a problem with that, go to KPODFM.com. You'll get it there too.
You can get it anywhere. I got the app on my phone.
You're kind of
I'm kind of updated.
Technology
guru.
Savant.
Hey, once again, even Trinity Valley has more players on their sidelines than Del Norte. Just wanted to note that for our fans back at home.
Warriors did bring up 2 from the JVs. In the shotgun is Hubbard, waiting for the snap. Man coming in motion, near side. He gets the ball. Coming around the left side. And guess who?
Kaiba!
Kaiba once again
Goodness.
tracks him down.
And they ran right to him again, John.
Yeah, they've got to stop doing that.
They've ran to the left side of the Warrior off line every time. Loss of 4 on the play.
That was Bemis who...
I mean, they've tried it 4 different ways.
Yeah, you have to think eventually they're going to say, we need to try the right side. Because the big guy there...
So now Ethan King goes out and he gets replaced by Chance LaFazio, and he's even bigger.
That brings an end to the first quarter. Del Norte leads 21-0. We'll be back to the second quarter after this. We're broadcasting live with Warrior Pride. You're listening to Del Norte Sports.
It's time now for the Warrior of the Week. And it's brought to you by Lisa McCowan, State Farm Insurance. Call Lisa when you want great service and State Farm Insurance. And now, the Warrior of the Week.
Your Lisa McCowan State Farm Insurance Athlete of the Week is Scott Peters of the Del Norte High boys soccer team. After missing last season with a knee injury, Peters, the Warriors' senior goalkeeper, has anchored a defense that has allowed just 3 goals through the team's first 2 matches. Lisa McCowan and her team at State Farm Insurance wish Scott and his team the best of luck this season. Scott Peters, your Lisa McCowan State Farm Insurance Athlete of the Week.
And this has been your Warrior of the Week. And it's brought to you by Lisa McCowan, State Farm Insurance. Call Lisa when you want great service and State Farm Insurance. And that is your Warrior of the Week.
The first quarter could not have gone much better for Del Norte. It leads 21-0 over Trinity as we are in Weaverville, California. The final non-conference game of the regular season for the Warriors. Return to action, it is McKinleyville in the shotgun. McKinleyville, Weaverville.
Second down, ball.
Sweep coming around the left side, and it is going to lose yardage. As making the play for the Warriors is Showerman, the big sophomore, 250-pounder, all the way back to the 16-yard line.
Loss of 8 on the play.
So it's third down, and the Wolves have to get to the 37. They
Wolves
break
struggling.
As Del Norte's defense, led by senior Kai Ba, in just his second varsity game for Del Norte. Hubbard in the shotgun, hands the ball off, and quickly swallowed up. And it's Kai Ba again. Ethan Pike with the carry. And it's going to be good for, are they going to move the stick? No. Fourth down coming up.
It's a great read by Kai right there. He started out at the defensive end spot, saw the formation shift. He shifted back down into the B gap right over the guard and just made that tackle. What a great job.
Marshall deep. Del Norte's not even going to send anybody back. There's the snap. There's the kick. And it's a good punt. Ball's going to land at about the 45, and it's going to be down at about the 48. And that is where the Warriors will take over in positive field position inside the 50. Already leading 21-0 here early in the second quarter on the Center Coast Hospital scoreboard.
Del Norte doing a great job so far. 21-0. Del Norte's got to try to find a way to get everybody involved here. And like Coach Nick White says, you saw a little bit of in the last possession, a little bit of the hurry-up offense. First time they've had to use that this season. Look for a little bit more of the spread formations, like we saw 2 trips formations last possession. So look for them to keep working on some different things here.
Price goes out wide to the right. Coming out to the left is Connor Long, along with Gonzalez and the freshman, Lofton. Catching it is Long, his 4th catch of the season. Battling his way, and it takes 4 Warriors to bring him down. Correction, that is his 5th catch of the season, and it's going to be close to a first down.
I love Connor because he runs like a true tight end. It takes 3 or 4 guys to bring that guy down. Great 8-yard carry on the play.
An 8-yard gain on the pass play.
Second down coming up. Ball on the Trinity 37. as Kalea has found success passing the ball. Quick throw and trying to hit Price, and Price was not on the same sheet of music as he was breaking it off one way and the pass went the other. So it's going to be a third down and a short 2. And Warriors going no huddle, leading 21-0. 2 receivers go out wide to the right. Kalea in the shotgun, back to pass, looking, and he gets sacked for the second time tonight.
Definitely a coverage sack.
He had time, and then the pocket collapsed on him. He's taken down at the 43. It's going to be 4th down, and let's call it 7.
4th down for the Warriors. They're going for it. Get behind
Del Norte's going to go for it in Trinity territory. 3 receivers to the right. Coming in motion is Gonzalez. Back to pass, screen, and it's thrown, caught. That is
Warriors.
Del Norte. That is Levi Cox-Cooley, and it's good enough for the first down.
Great job by Cox-Cooley. That was a screen pass set up perfectly. Cox-Cooley caught it, maneuvered through 3 or 4 defenders there, and picks up the first down. Great job by Cox-Cooley. Good for 13 yards on the play.
5th first down of the evening for the Warriors. Handoff, Cox-Cooley right up the middle, and he's got room, bouncing off people and finally taken down inside the 5. And another first down for Del Norte, another trip into the red zone for the Warriors.
27-yard gash by Cox-Cooley right there.
And give credit to the big guys.
The big guys up front. Cox-Cooley didn't get touched for the first 10 yards.
Luke King, Anthony Slayton, Tanner Faulkner, Sam Showerman, and Chance LaFazio just blew a hole up in the middle. Ball is, let's call it the 4. Under center, looking to pass, throw, and it's incomplete.
I don't know if it was kicked or off somebody's foot.
I think
getting a hand in there, knocking the ball away.
They're going to say from the vantage point of the PA guy that it was knocked away. The pass was intended for Price, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Hard to tell exactly where the ball is.
The side judge looks like it's on about the 3-yard line, maybe 4-yard line.
Yeah, let's say the 4.
Second down and goal.
We're at the other end of the field, basically. Under center, Kalea looking, throws up that jump ball, and they're making the catch is Caleb Price's 2nd touchdown of the evening. This one from 4 yards out.
Caleb Price, they got it figured out now. Just throw that thing straight up in the air. Price went up and caught it. Great job by OJ throwing that catchable ball in the back of the end zone. 4-yard touchdown.
That's almost impossible to stop. Price is 6'5". He's being guarded by somebody in the 5'8", 5'9" range. Here comes Adams Lee for his 4th extra point attempt of the night. Kick is up, and kick is... There it is. Finally a signal.
It's not the prettiest kicks tonight by Kenji. That one was going a little bit sideways, but he knocks it through. That touchdown brought to you by L&L Design and Construction for home and remodels and new construction. Call 707-465-6432. That's L&L Design and Construction.
Caleb Price's 2nd touchdown of the evening and his 5th touchdown of the season gives Del Norte a 28-0 lead. 7:58 to go here in the first half on the Center Coast Hospital scoreboard. Warrior Athletics brought to you by, of course, members of the legendary Sportscasters Club, which includes Affordable Tow. Dependable, fast, and reliable when your vehicle isn't. Chawo, Benson, Harwick. Good luck, Warriors, from Team CBH, your local accounting and tax firm. Oat Hill Organic Beef. Local grass-fed organic Angus beef. Del Norte Office Supply. Customer service. You should expect that. Brookings Harbor Veterinarian Hospital, caring for our four-legged friends, and the Clubhouse Play Center and Daycare. For drop-in play and daycare, stop by 745 Railroad in the beautiful city of Brookings.
Beautiful.
There's the kick. And it's going to be short. Lands, bounces straight up, and is finally taken. Coming around this side, got a little running room, weaving his way, and eventually
That was
Price.
Weiland.
Weiland ends up grabbing him, and they're going to call a horse collar tackle on him. Running it back for Trinity was Pike.
Scratch that. That was Alexander Dotson, number 11, on the whip down.
Just the second penalty of the night against Del Norte. The Warriors, in every game this season, has had 100 yards of penalties or more. And last week, it was 145 yards of penalty on 17 penalties.
Talking to Coach White after the game, he definitely said those have got to be cleared up. And definitely was a point of emphasis at practice this week.
I guess
when I saw him.
A lot of conditioning work, which is another way of saying you make a mistake, you're going to run. Del Norte leading 28-0, but the Wolves in great field position to start this drive. Waiting for the snap, and the whistle blows.
The Wolves guard was so upset with himself, he jumped a little bit, hit himself in the head a couple times. A little frustrated. Taking a look at that first quarter stats, Trinity had 7 carries for -2 yards.
That's good defense.
That is great defense.
Ball now on the Trinity 45 after the 5-yard penalty. Handoff, ball's on the ground, bounces straight back up, still on his feet, and eventually is pushed out of bounds. Price is there, so is Faulkner.
Second down and 14 for the Wolves.
Give him 1 yard on the carry. That was number 14 on the carry.
That was Scott Rupp. He's a junior. As Trinity, a school with a pretty solid football tradition, but they've struggled the last few seasons. Last year, 0-10, including a 48-20 loss to Del Norte in Crescent City. This year, 0-4, but playing better, much more competitive this year than last.
Yeah, as you can tell, they're definitely much more organized.
2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Handoff. That's Pike again, spinning, still on his feet, and finally has to be brought down. Making the play for the Warriors is Slayton. Slayton, who had an interception last week, going from defensive lineman or linebacker or safety, wherever he needs to play, they play him there.
Absolutely. What a great run by Pike, though. He burst to the outside, got a big spin move. Unfortunately, Slayton was right there to meet him, but good for about 6 yards in the play for Pike.
That brings up 3rd and 7. The ball now in Del Norte territory at the 47. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, a single split back. He's in motion. Now he'll set up an offset eye. Back to pass is Hubbard. Looking, and he is going to be sacked.
Gang of Warriors bring him down in the backfield.
There's Faulkner. And joining him is Showerman, the sophomore and the junior making the play. First sack of the night for Del Norte.
Loss of 4 yards on the play for Trinity. Looking at Del Norte's first quarter stats, they had 7 rushes for 44 yards, but the biggest surprise, but we knew it was coming, Coach White said, 5 of 6 passing for 114 for a total of 160 yards offense for the Warriors.
Kalea started the season very efficient, struggled against Mazama, going 3 for 9, was 3 for 5 last week. All the completions were for 20 or more yards with an interception. Tonight he's been near perfect. So here we go. 4th down, and Trinity's going for it, trailing 28-0. Del Norte showing blitz. Back to pass, looking, scrambling. Hubble trying to get away, and he's not going to get there. Connor Long making the tackle at about the 38-yard line. Back-to-back sacks for the Warriors.
I tell you what you love to see is these defensive ends, and Connor Long right there, Kai Bosman doing it the other side, is when their blocker shows up, he stands them straight up, and then he works down the sideline to get to that quarterback. Great defensive effort by Connor Long right there.
Warriors will take over in great field position. 5:27 to go here in the first half. Del Norte leading 28-0. And with the ball.
Those are two strong defensive ends, Connor Long and Kai Baugh. And I tell you what, they're fundamentally sound when it comes to, that's hats off to Coach LaFazio. He teaches a great defensive technique on the front line.
Connor Long getting the start in place of Kobe Mitchell. And the Warriors very hopeful they'll get him back for the conference opener against St. Bernard's. Handoff. That's the Warriors. That's Lofton. Stutter step, still on his feet, weaving his way inside the 20 to about the 15. The freshman.
The freshman gets a big carry.
R.J. Lofton, brought up last week from the junior varsity.
24-yard carry for Lofton right there.
Last week, he gained 33 yards on 7 carries. That's almost 5 yards a package. And it's 1st and 10 for Del Norte.
The guy has no fear, too.
Ball is going to be at the 14-yard line. Warriors break the hubble. Price goes out wide to the right. Long comes out wide to the left. Running back to the right of Kalea in the shotgun. Straight drop, looking, throws it up high. He's got a receiver. Caught Gio Gonzalez.
What a great pass by O.J. Kalea. Lofted that thing up in the back of the end zone. Seemed like that end zone goes forever back there. It had to be in the back of the end zone. We can't really tell from here. But great job by O.J. Great hands to go up and get it. 14 yards.
We're going to call that 14 yards. Gonzalez's second TD of the night. His first one was 52. This one is 14. And Del Norte extends the lead pending the extra point.
And Adam Lee sets the kick.
There's the snap, there's the hold, there's the kick. He's still perfect. And so with 4:07 left here in the second quarter, it's Del Norte 35.
During this break of
that
play,
touchdown's brought to you by L&L Design and Construction. For home and remodels and new construction, call 707-465-6432. That's L&L Design and Construction.
35-0 here on homecoming night for the Wolves.
The loss of 98.
And if nothing else, they may not win this game, but their homecoming festivities were outstanding.
Best we've seen yet.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Fortuna does a good job.
Yes, they do. As long as they keep their lights on.
We were talking a few years ago. We were at Fortuna's homecoming, and they turned off the lights, and it was very spectacular.
Great show.
Great show. Then they turned on the lights, and we waited, and we waited.
About 25 minutes, I believe.
It was a long halftime. Kenji Adams-Lee ready to kick off again. After banging one into the end zone, he's given a couple pooch kicks, not giving Trinity Valley a chance to return anything.
They're all the way back in the end zone.
They are at the 5-yard line. And going to be taken at about the 15. Mello coming around and hurdles over one tackler, but cannot get away from the second one. Lofton with the tackle, and that'll be where the Wolves will take over 1st and 10. Del Norte leading 35-0. Just under 4 minutes to go in the first half.
See if the Wolves can get something going here. Unable to get much going yet on any side of the ball. They're definitely in minus yardage for the first half.
Ball will be placed at the 27-yard line of Trinity. Stay tuned for the Haichi Hamlet halftime report, which will include Warrior Focus. We're going to be talking about volleyball, cross country, soccer, youth football, and Warriors in college sports.
And Mary Treese Gibbs.
1st and 10 for Trinity. Del Norte's defense pitching a shutout. Hubbard in the shotgun. Barking signals. Warriors showing blitz. Keeping it.
Ball's handed off to Ethan.
Handed off to Pike, and he goes right up the middle. He's in a foot race and gets knocked out of bounds. Making the play for the Warriors was Nick Freeman, but it's in Del Norte territory at the 38-yard line.
I tell you what, you let that kid break open a little bit, and he's got a big burst of speed down the sideline. 32 yards on the carry.
Came into the game averaging 9.5 yards per carry. 2 TDs.
39 yards on 5 carries so far. Obviously, last 2 runs have been 39 yards.
Ball is going to be placed at the 38 of Del Norte. They break the huddle. One receiver goes out wide to the left, another one to the right. Running back, offset right in the shotgun, and we have a penalty flag.
A little bit of motion, I believe. Nope.
Offside against Del Norte.
Moves the ball up 5 yards.
So now it's going to be 1st and 5, third penalty of the half. As the ball is now at the 34.
34.
Hubbard waiting for the snap in the shotgun. Man in motion coming this way. Fakes the handoff, instead hands off to Pike, and not this time. He does not get away with it. Making the tackle for the Warriors is Showerman, who's played very well tonight.
Showerman very stout up front, doing a great job underneath.
Gain of, let's call it, 1. And so it's going to be 2nd down and 4 after the penalty on 1st down.
Man, their barbecue smells good around here too, John. Just to let you know. Great barbecue here at Trinity also.
Hamburger was okay. They
Fans need to know that.
Didn't melt the cheese.
Didn't melt the cheese. I saw the steak walk by, though. Steak and baked beans.
2nd down and 4 for the Wolves. Warriors up 35-0. Man in motion coming this way.
Keep
it himself, Hubbard. And from his knees, making the tackle for the Warriors was Showerman, who just from his knees reached up and grabbed Hubbard and pulled him down. Now it's going to be 3rd down after a gain of maybe 1. No gain. It's going to be 3rd down and 4. Ball still at the 33-yard line or so. 1 minute, 15 seconds to go in the first half, and the Wolves showing no real urgency as quarterback Levi Hubbard comes all the way over to the sideline. Now they break the Hubbard.
Dangerously close to a delay of game here if they don't get going.
Hubbard staying in the shotgun. Man goes in motion to the far side this time. Ball's loose, and Hubbard just has to jump on it.
Down on the ground. Hubbard's able to get on top of it.
And you would think at this point,
4th down and 10.
timeout would be called, but
Oh, no, it's 4th and 11. I don't know.
The Wolves not showing any interest in stopping the clock.
Maybe one more play, another big shot down the field here, I think. Last thing you want to do is give the Warriors the ball back.
Well, there won't be enough time, but so here we go. 15 seconds left. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Hubbard waiting for the snap. Warriors showing blitz. Here they come. Here comes the pressure. Throws it deep over the middle, and it's incomplete. And, boy, they let the clock run an additional few seconds there.
Oh, we got a penalty right here.
So let's see what the flag is. It was a jailbreak
unsportsmanlike conduct against the Warriors.
So a 15-yard penalty will give the Wolves 1 shot to throw it to the end zone.
Dead ball personal foul. Does that mean after the play?
That would be after the play. They're going to march it off. Here comes the signal to make it official. I want to see if they're going to.
Yeah, they're going to march it. So that means it's going to be Trinity ball.
Will be Trinity ball.
They'll get one more shot, with 1.1 second left, they will have one more shot.
No, they signal 1st down, Del Norte.
1 play remaining.
And
Wolves with the ball at the 24-yard line.
They signaled 1st down, Del Norte. And
it is Del Norte's ball. OJ's back out there.
Yep. And he'll take a knee, one would assume. With 1.1 seconds remaining. Although the Warriors go into 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Kalea is going to go back to pass. And he's going to have to scramble, throws it way downfield. He's got a receiver. It's caught. That's Gonzalez. And he cannot get away. He gets it all the way down to the 35. Nice gain, but will not resort in points. It looks good in the stat book, however.
40-yard catch but I love the toss by OJ. That was a good 50-yard toss he threw.
And what was nice is the way he felt the pressure, stepped up into the pocket, and then stayed calm, keeping his eyes downfield, and threw a laser beam to Gio Gonzalez for a 40-yard gain as time expired here in the first half. One that was dominated by the Warriors.
But I think you're right, John. I mean, OJ really showed a lot of composure. There was 3 or 4 times that first half that he stepped up in that pocket and delivered a great pass downfield. And I'll tell you what, when it comes to St. Bernard's and Eureka and Fortuna the second time around, we're going to have to be able to threaten with the pass. OJ's really found a good stride tonight.
Del Norte leads 35-0 over Trinity here on homecoming night in Weaverville. We'll be back with the Hiuchi Hamlet halftime report after this. We're broadcasting live with Warrior Pride. You're listening to Del Norte Sports.
It's time for the Hiuchi Hamlet halftime report. For all your convenience store needs, stop into the Hiuchi Hamlet, broadcasting live with Warrior Pride.
The Hiuchi Hamlet, nestled in the redwoods by the Smith River, is your store of convenience. Whether you're spending the day at the river swimming, fishing, hiking, camping, or just taking a leisurely drive, Hiuchi Hamlet has everything you need, from hot snacks, cold beverages, and groceries to fishing tackle and gas. Stop in to see what kind of goodies you can find whenever you're nearby. Hiuchi Hamlet, proud supporters of the Del Norte Warriors.
Freeman Rock is your complete source for landscaping products, including topsoil and soil amendments. Buying your products in bulk is the most economical and ecologically friendly. And Freeman Rock also delivers. Freeman Rock is open Monday through Friday, 7 to 5, and Saturday by appointment. Freeman Rock has supplied our communities with quality ready-mix concrete, sand, and gravel, and now landscaping supplies since 1976. Check out our new updated interactive website, freemanrock.com, or call 469-2444.
Life can change in a heartbeat. A traffic accident, a sports injury, a heart attack or stroke. Suddenly, your world turns upside down. When you need attention quickly, turn to Sutter Coast Hospital's 24-hour emergency room. Skilled emergency doctors and nurses here offer compassionate and immediate care. Located in Crescent City, right off Highway 101, turn to Sutter Coast Hospital, serving the North Coast region for more than 30 years.
When you choose L&L Design and Construction, it's a game changer. They can do it all. New home construction, remodels large or small, garages and manufactured home site development. They're local, reliable, and love this community. When it comes to design and construction, choose the LaFazio family at L&L, proud supporters of the Del Norte Warriors. Start planning for spring today. Call 707-465-6432, license number 931605.
Hi, this is John Pritchett, and this is Warrior Focus. It's been a difficult week for Del Norte High's volleyball team. The youthful Warriors fell in Fortuna on Tuesday, 3-1. On Thursday, Del Norte traveled to Arcata, where the Warriors were swept in 3 consecutive games. This coming Tuesday, Del Norte will be at home in Tunham Gymnasium, facing McKinleyville. In soccer action on Wednesday in Miranda, Del Norte girls captured a 5-0 win over South Fork, the first win of the season for the Warriors. Meanwhile, the boys' team handled South Fork 2-0. Last Saturday, the Warrior boys were tripped up by Eureka 3-2. Del Norte's girls had to forfeit to the Loggers when they could not field a full team. Tomorrow, Del Norte will continue league play, heading to Eureka for matches with St. Bernard's beginning at 1 p.m. The Warrior boys and girls will play at home Wednesday against McKinleyville. Del Norte High's girls tennis team found out just how good Arcata is this year, being swept by the Tigers in action last Saturday. The Warriors bounced back on Tuesday, however, stopping North Coast Prep 5-4. Del Norte is in Fortuna Saturday for a 10 a.m. match against the Huskies, then travel to Ferndale on Tuesday. In cross-country action this week, Del Norte's boys team took 5th at a league meet in Arcata. Kalelo Abasolo finished 14th to pace the Warriors. Aaron Martinez was 26th. Del Norte will be back in Arcata Wednesday, and then the Warriors will host a meet on October 16th. Del Norte's 4 Youth Football League teams will be on the road Sunday. At the AAA level, Del Norte heads to Ferndale for a 2 p.m. game. The Warriors are 3-1 after having a bye last week. Del Norte Blue won bragging rights last week when it defeated Del Norte Gold 12-0 in AA action. The Blues, who are now 1-4 this season, will play at Hoopa at noon, while the 2-3 Golds play at noon in Ferndale. And in the Single A division, the 2-2 Del Norte squad, after having a bye last week, face Ferndale on Sunday. Taking a look at some college sport, Humboldt State volleyball team, which includes Warrior standout Kayla Costello, is now 5-6 after falling in a close match to highly regarded Sonoma State. Tonight, the Lumberjacks are playing at Stanislaus State. Speaking of volleyball, Kalea Sanchez is now playing her freshman year at Sierra College in Rockland, and she's leading the team in most major categories, including kills by a large margin. The team is 11-5 this season. The Southern Oregon University football team pulled a shocker on Saturday, knocking off Carroll College 29-28 for the Raiders' first win of the season. The Raiders team includes Del Norte's Ethan King and Brookings Harbor's Calvin Watwood. Garrett McAlexander is playing for Shasta College, which is now 4-0. At Western Oregon University, the Wolves are 2-2. That's where Ethan Price is redshirting this year. And for you runners out there, the Prairie Creek Redwood Run is scheduled for tomorrow morning. The 5K event is one of the nation's most beautiful runs. Register at Prairie Creek at 9 a.m. The race starts at 10. For Warrior Focus, I'm John Pritchett.
It's time for the Hiuchi Hamlet Halftime Report. For all your convenience store needs, stop into the Hiuchi Hamlet, broadcasting live with Warrior Pride. And now, with all your halftime stats, here's Mad Dog and John.
Welcome back to Warrior Football, the Hiuchi Hamlet Halftime Report. We are in Weaverville at Trinity High School. Homecoming night for the Wolves, but Del Norte is taking a little of the spark out of the evening, leading 35-0 here at halftime. And Mad Dog, Del Norte did what it wanted to do. It wanted to come out and make sure that it established its superiority. And you never want to give an underdog the chance to think that they had a chance.
Well, you know, Coach White wanted to come out and throw the ball a little bit, thought he could expose this Trinity secondary and thought he could be pretty successful at doing so. And the Warriors have came back out and executed it very well. You know, Trinity's got some pressure on OJ. OJ did a great job of stepping up in the pocket and making some big plays.
2 sacks for the Wolves.
Yes.
But Kalea, 10 of 12 passing. He's going to be the homecoming king.
Yes, he will.
Let's take a look.
They'll put him on a float by the end of the night.
Let's take a look at the scoring for Del Norte. It started early as Kalea hit Caleb Price on a 10-yard touchdown pass, and it's 7-0. About 2 minutes later, it was Cox Cooley plowing in from 5 yards out as the junior scored. Extra point was good, and it's 14-0. And then to end the first quarter, it was Gio Gonzalez running a post route, caught it in the middle of the field, weaved his way to the left side and into the end zone from 52 yards out, 21-0 after 1. Then in the second quarter, halfway through, it was Caleb Price, whose second touchdown of the night, this time a 4-yard catch. And then Gonzalez, his second touchdown as well. And it was 35-0 Warriors at halftime. Earlier tonight in JV action, Warriors dominated there as well, winning 36-8. Isaiah Parsley got the scoring going for Del Norte on an 8-yard run. Then Hunter Giddings scored on a 15-yard run. Then Ben Davis in the second quarter, a 15-yard touchdown gallop. Then Giancarlo Di Solini, his 25-yard run made it 28-0 at halftime. And then in the fourth quarter, Di Solini, this time a touchdown pass from Cooper Maxwell, final 36-8. Del Norte JV now 5-1 with a game coming up on Thursday.
Big game Thursday. McKinleyville undefeated so far this season. Want a shot at the Del Norte Warrior JV team. So that is going to be scheduled for 6 o'clock Thursday night at Mike Whalen Field. Talked to Coach, Mr. Bob Hatfield earlier. He's pretty excited about it, and the JV team is also. So the JV team will not have a bye. they'll be ready to rock and roll next week.
Del Norte's varsity will have the weekend off before returning to action 2 weeks from tonight at Mike Whalen Field, the start of the Big Four conference season, as Del Norte plays host to undefeated St. Bernard's.
So I do have some updates around the league, talking to some of our field reporters. In Fortuna, Stellar Prep is Fortuna is leading Stellar Prep 24-0 at the half, and also in the St. Bernard's Templeton game, Templeton leading St. Bernard's right now 21-14. St. Bernard's holding on in that game. Templeton, a very highly ranked team from the coastal section. So, if St. Bernard's could go down there and get a win there, that would be huge for our Big Five and our Big Four at the end of the season.
Del Norte ranked number 3 in the Max Prep Division 5 standings, with Eureka now at number 4 after winning 3 in a row.
Eureka number 4, Moreau Catholic at number 5. So those top 5 teams are all very good teams playing that Moreau Catholic earlier in the season. They get their running back towards the end of the year. I tell you what, and you got San Marin at 6. Those 6 teams at the top of that thing, it's going to be a very exciting playoff. Only 8 teams into the playoff. Now they've divided into seven divisions. So there are only 17 teams in our division. Only 8 teams will make the playoffs. So Del Norte's got to keep winning, got to win the Big Five to make sure we secure that first-round home game.
And St. Bernard's is, I believe, number 2 in Division 6, if memory serves. Yes, that is correct. So we're going to be back with more of the Haiuchi Hamlet halftime report after this. We're broadcasting live with Warrior Pride. You're listening to Del Norte Sports.
It's time for the Haiuchi Hamlet Halftime Report. For all your convenience store needs, stop into the Haiuchi Hamlet, broadcasting live with Warrior Pride.
The Haiuchi Hamlet, nestled in the redwoods by the Smith River, is your store of convenience. Whether you're spending the day at the river swimming, fishing, hiking, camping, or just taking a leisurely drive, Haiuchi Hamlet has everything you need, from hot snacks, cold beverages, and groceries to fishing tackle and gas. Stop in to see what kind of goodies you can find whenever you're nearby. Haiuchi Hamlet, proud supporters of the Del Norte Warriors.
Freeman Rock is your complete source for landscaping products, including topsoil and soil amendments. Buying your products in bulk is the most economical and ecologically friendly. And Freeman Rock also delivers. Freeman Rock is open Monday through Friday, 7 to 5, and Saturday by appointment. Freeman Rock has supplied our communities with quality ready-mix concrete, sand, and gravel, and now landscaping supplies since 1976. Check out our new updated interactive website, freemanrock.com, or call 469-2444.
Life can change in a heartbeat. A traffic accident, a sports injury, a heart attack or stroke. Suddenly, your world turns upside down. When you need attention quickly, turn to Sutter Coast Hospital's 24-hour emergency room. Skilled emergency doctors and nurses here offer compassionate and immediate care. Located in Crescent City, right off Highway 101, turn to Sutter Coast Hospital, serving the North Coast region for more than 30 years.
When you choose L&L Design and Construction, it's a game changer. They can do it all. New home construction, remodels large or small, garages and manufactured home site development. They're local, reliable, and love this community. When it comes to design and construction, choose the LaFazio family at L&L, proud supporters of the Del Norte Warriors. Start planning for spring today. Call 707-465-6432, license number 931605. It's time for the Haiuchi Hamlet Halftime Report. For all your convenience store needs, stop into the Haiuchi Hamlet, broadcasting live with Warrior Pride. And now, with all your halftime stats, here's Mad Dog and John.
Welcome back to the Haiuchi Hamlet Halftime Report. John Pritchett, John Horner with you, JD back in the studios. We're at chilly Weaverville, 50 degrees outside. I'm wishing I brought a sweater.
I tell you what, we need earmuffs. We need everything around
We're
here.
not used to it. Del Norte leading 35-0 over Trinity as the Warriors wrap up the non-conference portion of their season, and some interesting stats in the first half, man, Doc.
Well, Trinity were 16 rushes for 17 yards, 0 for 2 passing for a total of 17 yards. of offense for Trinity in the first half, and 32 of that came on one play, John. Taking a look at the Del Norte side, 10 rushes for 91 yards, and like we talked about before the break, O.J. Kaleha, 10 for 12 for 194 yards. Great first half for O.J., most of it going to Gio Gonzalez. He had 4 catches for 130 yards. Great job, first half stats for the Warriors.
2 touchdowns for Gonzalez, 2 touchdowns for Caleb Price, as the Warriors have really dominated. Up front, Del Norte has been able to impose its will on a game but undermanned Trinity Wolves outfit.
Talking to Weiland and Kenji Adam Lee this morning, they're guessing they're going to get some carries here in the second half, and they're excited about it. And I tell you what, running behind that offensive line like you just talked about, man, I think they can pick up big yards too. That offensive line for the Warriors is doing a great job.
Well, this has been the Hiachi Hamlet halftime report. The Hiachi Hamlet, which has hot snacks and cold drinks. It has cold snacks and hot drinks. It has everything you want, everything you need. In fact, if they don't have it, you don't need it. The Hiachi Hamlet, located on U.S. Highway 199 in
Hiachi.
Because where else are they going to put the Hiachi Hamlet? 35-0 our score. As I step on my own cord, almost yank my yellow head off.
I thought you were going to convulsions for a second, John.
As the teams were on the sidelines getting ready to resume the second half. And Warriors will receive the second half kickoff after winning the toss and deferring to the second half.
Great to see the Huskies bouncing back after their loss last week to Del Norte, beating Stellar Prep at home, 24-0, and St. Bernard's holding tight with a powerhouse from the coastal section, trailing 21-14 against Templeton. Coach Nick White said he watched a little bit of the Templeton film, and he says that Templeton team looks pretty good. So St. Bernard's holding it down for us down there in the central section.
Up north, Brookings Harbor High is playing South Umpqua tonight in Myrtle Creek? Myrtle Creek or Myrtle Point? I never can.
Myrtle Point.
Okay, Myrtle Point. About 20 miles south of Roseburg. Bruins under second-year coach Sean Bavaro now 4-0 as they start their league efforts. We wish them well. Del Norte.
Look at this little lineup, Johnny.
This is unique.
The ball away to start the second.
All 5 of the players on each side for the Wolves are literally right next to each other on the sidelines.
Here comes the kick, and now they all run together and getting conventional. Taking it for the Warriors is Lofton, and Lofton returns it to about the 38-yard line.
I'm guessing the freshman will get some carries here in the second half also.
I would be surprised if we see many carries from the team's leading rusher, Levi Cox-Cooley. And I imagine we'll see backup quarterback Caleb Price into the game at quarterback soon. Warriors take over 1st and 10.
Like starters still in there to start here the second half.
At the 38. Kalea will go under center. Cox-Cooley goes in motion now. Kalea goes back to pass. Scrambling, going out the left, and he will go out of bounds after a gain of 3 or 4. Wise decision by the senior.
Trinity is really putting the pressure on. You know, they're coming around the outside. OJ has room to step up in the middle, but great decision like you did say, John.
Was rolling to his left, and the right-hander did not want to throw across his body back across the field. So second down, and let's call it 6. Handoff. That is Cox-Cooley getting a first down, still on his feet, cutting back. He's on his horse at the 10, at the 5, and is pushed out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Touchdown.
No, they're going to say he scored.
Yeah, he got the pylon with the ball. It's got to be a touchdown. That's going to be a 61-yard touchdown for Levi Cox-Cooley. He broke across the middle of the field, and he just eyeballed that pylon the whole way down.
Cox-Cooley's body went out of bounds. The ball hit the pylon. 62 yards for the junior.
Great job by Levi Cox Cooley right there. On the Center Coast Hospital, Del Norte has extended the lead now, 41-0.
Here comes the other hyphenated name, Kenji Adams-Lee. And his kick is up, and he is still perfect on the season. Kenji Adams-Lee gives Del Norte a 42-0 lead here in the opening minutes of the third quarter.
Well, you know a humble kicker is when I go to talk to Kenji and I said, man, you're doing a great job at kicking. And he says, you know what, I couldn't do it without my holder, O.J. Kaleha. And I said, Kenji, we don't need to give him any more credit out there on the field. Take the credit. But, you know, he's a very humble guy and loves to go out there and kick. And he says, I couldn't do it without my blockers either. I said, good point, Kenji. The guy sees the whole picture.
Warrior Athletics brought to you by members of the legendary Sportscasters Club, which includes Elk Valley Casino. There is always big game ahead. Hemmingson Contracting for all landscaping, paving, and road construction projects. And Del Norte Tire. The Barnes family says our roots are here, not just our branches.
That 61-yard touchdown run by Levi Cox Cooley was brought to you by L&L Design and Construction. For home and remodels and new construction, call 707-465-6432.
What was interesting about Cox Cooley's touchdown run was that the line judge was about 25 yards up the field.
It was like the forever call. You had to wait till he got there.
There's the kick, and it's deep. It's going to be taken at the 8-yard line. Bring it straight up the middle, now going the right side. That is Rupp, still on his feet, and finally gets knocked down on the far side near the 32. Making the play is Lofton again for the Warriors. Freeman in there as well. 1st and 10 for Trinity at the 32-yard line.
10:47 left here in the third quarter on the Center Coast Hospital scoreboard, and Trinity will get their first shot at it here in the second half.
Del Norte will be off next week. However, Del Norte's junior varsity will be playing Thursday against an undefeated McKinleyville team, undefeated at least coming into tonight's action. They're playing Eureka at Humboldt State, no less.
Ooh.
Wolves break the huddle. Del Norte's defense has just dominated the Wolves. 1 yard rushing in the first half. Hubbard waiting for the snap, gets it, hands it off, and making a quick tackle for another loss. That's Showerman. Showerman looked like he was unblocked. A loss all the way back to the 28.
Loss of 6 yards on the play,
and that
for Wilson.
That puts the Wolves in negative yardage.
As the fans are getting a bit restless around here.
And a play to the left that Kai Baugh didn't make the tackle. He was waiting for it to come to him.
He didn't get that far.
And Showerman was busy. I got this one. Big guy, I'll take care of this one.
Only 7 players on the sidelines with helmets on for the Warriors. So not much subs can happen, but Kai Baugh does come out of the ballgame here.
Second down, and let's call it 15. Hubbard in the shotgun, running back behind him, pistol formation. Man goes in motion to the far side. He gets it, and it's going to be another loss.
Loose ball.
Fumble come out. Who got it? It's going to be third down for the Wolves. Back now at the 24, and they have to get to the 43.
Loss of 4 yards on the play. So nothing much changing for the Wolves here in the third quarter. 2 plays minus 10 yards.
Yeah, Del Norte's defense has absolutely bottled up any hope of Trinity's running game, and they have no time to pass.
A lot of shades of the Petaluma game so far here.
So third and forever for Trinity. Man goes in motion, this time to the far side. He kept it, and it's another loss.
Blackburn.
As Chase Blackburn comes blitzing in from his linebacker position and quickly ends that play all the way back down to the 17.
Loss of another 5.
This drive started at the 34 and has done nothing but gone backwards. Maxwell into punt for Trinity. Del Norte sends nobody back again. Waiting for the snap. High, but it's tracked down. Almost, in fact, it may have been blocked.
Connor Long.
Connor Long came racing in from the left side, and I got a piece of it. Ball comes to a rest at the 40. Make it the Trinity 39, and that'll be where Del Norte takes over 1st and 10, leading 42-0 halfway through the third quarter on the Center Coast Hospital scoreboard.
Don't tell me second quarter, John. It's 42-0.
You just want to get in a warm car.
Baseball team. Another great friend of mine.
OJ's back in there at quarterback.
And you're right, Del Norte only has 7 players. Yeah, Price goes out wide to the left.
We got more coaches than players over there.
Calais goes under center. Handoff up the middle.
Blackburn.
That is Chase Blackburn, still on his feet, still moving, and takes it down to about the 15-yard line.
24-yard carry for Blackburn off tackle right there. And Blackburn's all bundled up.
Blackburn averaging 7.5 yards a carry, gets it down to the red zone, 15-yard line. Del Norte threatening again in the red zone.
For the 2005 volleyball season MVP.
Warriors break the huddle. Price comes out wide to the right this time. That's the narrow side of the field.
2006 cross-country and track, Ashley Britton.
Handoff, Blackburn right up the middle. Huge hole. Still on his feet, and he steps into the end zone. Chase Blackburn with the score. That's his 5th touchdown of the season. Del Norte extends the lead.
15-yard. I could have drove a Mack truck through that hole right there. Blackburn did a great job of hitting the hole hard, but my goodness, that front line is opposing their will up front. 48-0 your score. 8:44 left here in the third quarter.
The little red machine that stole over
Kenji. Holding is O.J. Kaleha, Kenji's biggest supporter.
Anthony Slayton is the deep snapper. There's the snap. It's perfect. There's the hold. There's the kick. And he still is perfect on the year. So with 8:44 to go here in the third quarter, it's Del Norte now 49 and Trinity nothing.
That touchdown brought to you by L&L Design and Construction. For home and remodels and new construction, call 707-465-6432. That's L&L Design and Construction.
Earlier this evening in junior varsity action, the Warriors improved to 5-1, 36-8 win over the Wolves. As Hunter Giddings had a touchdown. Giancarlo DiCellini had a pair. Ben Davis also scored, as did Isaiah Parsley. JVs play on Thursday at Mike Whalen Field, as McKinleyville's JV will take on the Warriors. That is not on your schedule.
Trinity Athletic Program being inducted is the 1960s.
So things to take away from this. One thing is, whatever Coach White did to get his Warriors to quit committing penalties has worked. Just 4 penalties so far tonight. Del Norte earlier this season, there's been times they'd get 4 penalties in a drive.
Here we go, Kenji Hanum Lee.
A little pooch kick that's going to be picked up at about the 18-yard line. And grabbing and driving him back for the Warriors. Making the play was Donovan Nat on special teams, making his presence felt.
Wow. The Del Norte Warriors special teams is all over the place tonight, doing a great job. But I tell you what, the Trinity returners are picking up that ball pretty clean and getting the ball back out to the 30-yard line almost every time.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Wolves at the 32. 2 receivers go out wide to the right, 2 to the left. Quarterback is Levi Hubbard, who's just had no time to do much of anything. Waiting for the snap, claps his hands, looking to pass. Throws over the middle and dropped.
What a great look by Hubbard right there, but just in and out of the hands of the receiver.
Forrest Wetterstrom had it in his hands and could not hang on.
Great quick look by Hubbard, though. He's still 0 for 3 passing tonight.
2nd and 10. Ball at the 32 of the Wolves. Has the ball, straight drop, looks, throws to the right, and it's caught.
Open receiver up the right
And it's
side.
going to be good for a first down.
Christian Bemis on the 11-yard
Making the tackle for Del Norte. I believe that is one of the new kids that came up off the JV.
We still don't have numbers for. But on the catch was number 13. That was Bemis with the catch for 11 yards.
Back to pass again. Quick throw, and that's incomplete.
Pass intended for Weatherstone.
Great job by Hubbard getting rid of the ball quick in this spread formation. Little different look for him.
Brandon Jones and Eli Levitt were brought up off the JVs for the Warriors. And now we're playing varsity. 2nd and 10. As looking to pass now every play. And that pass was intended for Christian Bemis. And once again, the quarterback is victimized by cold hands.
I don't even think Bemis was looking yet on that one.
It hit him. He had turned on his brake and could not haul it in. So 3rd and 10. Ball at the 44. Ball's loose. Now Hubbard's going to have to run for his life, looking, throws, and catch is made. Heads up play by Hubbard. Making the catch was Scott Rupp, and it's going to be in Del Norte territory now at the 49.
Little life in the Wolves here. Big 4th down here for him. 4th and 4 from midfield.
They're going to go for it. Hubbard will be in the shotgun. 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Running back, offset to the left. Waiting for the snaps. Got it. Fakes the handoff. In fact, he did give the handoff. And it's going to be short. Warriors hold tough, making the play. Donovan Nat coming through with the tackle. And the Warriors will take over 1st and 10. At the ball exactly in the middle of the field. And they're going to mark it at the Trinity 49, 1st and 10. And coming in to play quarterback for Del Norte will be junior Caleb Price. He's yet to try a pass this year. Saw extensive action at quarterback in Del Norte's wins against Wairika and LaSalle Prep. He's got split running backs behind him. One receiver to the right, one to the left. Handoff. Finding some room is Lofton, and he'll pick up 1 or 2 before he's brought down. 4:17 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Del Norte leading 49-0 on the Center Coast Hospital scoreboard.
Subs in for the Warriors. Great to see Caleb Price out there. And, R.J. Lofton, what a wiry little kid. I wouldn't be surprised to see him break one here in the 4th quarter either.
Lofton, the freshman. Price giving directions. Going under center. Gets the ball, hands it off. And it's Lofton, and he's going to lose a couple yards as he was met in the backfield by the Wolves. And it's going to be 3rd down, and it's going to be 10.
With the tackle, brings up 3rd down.
Good contingent of Warrior fans on both sides of the field making the trip. Beautiful drive today.
Gorgeous.
Had about a 20-minute delay for construction. About 20 miles west of Weaverville.
What's that?
You got a nice burger at Bigfoot Burger in Willow Creek.
Yes. The Bigfoot Burger. Gotta love those in Willow Creek.
So it's going to be 3rd and 9. And illegal motion against Del Norte.
Ball start against the Warriors.
I think that was Lofton jumping quick as the ball was going to go to Kenji. Split back formation for the Warriors. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty.
Del Norte now back in their own territory at the 47. 3rd down now, and let's call it 14. Less than 3 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. 49-0 our score. Del Norte comfortably in front. Moving to 6-1 on the season. Next week, Warriors get a chance to heal some injuries, come up with some new wrinkles, and get ready for the start of the Big Four conference season. 2 weeks from tonight at home against St. Bernard's. Handoff, that's Lofton, still on his feet, but will get it to midfield, maybe a yard past it, close to the original line of scrimmage. And Del Norte's going to send the punt team in.
John Marshall.
Punt team on their way in. Del Norte leading 49-0, 2:15 left here.
Kenji Adams-Lee has not punted yet tonight. He's been very busy kicking extra points. Still perfect on the season now. Ball at midfield, so it should be pretty easy to calculate how far he kicks it. He's been averaging around 40.
I don't know. You'll probably still have the calculator out
I
there.
probably still need that fingers and toes. It's a little chilly to take off my shoes. Temperature dropped here pretty fast.
Whew. Templeton's opened up a little bit of a lead on St. Bernard's. 35-21 your score in that game in the third quarter.
Nice punt by Kenji Adams-Lee. It's going to end up dying exactly on the 15-yard line.
Do the math.
10, 20, 30. Just a 34-yard punt, but inside the red zone.
You did the adding, though. That was great, John.
I can count lines. 1:37 left, third quarter.
Well, Hubbard did a great job last possession, getting the ball out quick and hitting his receivers. He just got to get a receiver to get on the same page.
You know, we saw the same thing when Del Norte took on LaSalle Prep. Their quarterback kept throwing nice passes, and their receivers turned into Dr. Strange gloves.
Strange gloves. This is interesting with Pike a good 10 yards back.
Yeah, that is. And they're missing a player, and Pike, I think, is going to go over and signal timeout, or how much time do we have left?
Pike's staying back there.
That's weird. Now he's walking.
Well, he's on defense? Huh.
Well, he got a running start, but no flag. Hubbard throws it over the middle, and it's caught. And we got a little bit of a foot race going on. That is Scott Rupp. Cuts it back.
Fumbles.
Ball's loose on the ground. Who got it?
And the
Wolves will keep possession as they get it all the way down to Del Norte's 40-yard line.
Oh, my goodness.
And
35.
we have a Wolf that's injured way back at the 30-yard line.
45-yard pass catch to Rupp.
Little break in the action. 49-0 our score. Less than a minute to go, third quarter. And trying to figure out which Wolf that is. That is Bemis, one of their key players, and he's going to walk off very slowly. But walk off on his own power, and that's the most important part.
Always good to see.
So the biggest gain of the night, I believe, for the Wolves.
Yes, it is.
Puts them in Del Norte territory at the 40-yard line. Just one turnover tonight by either team. Early in the game, the Wolves coughed it up, and Del Norte made them pay with a quick touchdown afterwards. Hubbard waiting for the snap in the shotgun. He's got it. Straight drop, looking. Here comes the pressure. Throws it over the middle, and it's broken up. Nice play by Lofton, but there is a penalty flag down at that end of the field. Referees get together. Here comes the signal. Holding against Del Norte.
Holding in the secondary there, so 10-yard variety. Be a first down for Trinity.
Sixth penalty of the evening for Del Norte.
It'll stop the clock with 15 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Boy, I wish I brought my hand warmers. I wasn't thinking I was going to need them here. Two receivers go out wide to the left this time. Single receiver to the right. Hubbard in the shotgun. He's had success this quarter. Quick throw, and it is incomplete. Had two receivers and kind of threw it in the middle of the two. Stops the clock with 6 seconds left in the quarter.
6 seconds remaining in the third period of play.
Still got another quarter, John.
Well, we'll be going to running clock for that quarter.
Usually it's anytime it hits 40, but we haven't gone there yet.
Back to passes, Hubbard, straight drop, lobs it out there, and it's incomplete. And here comes a penalty flag, and I think this is going to be holding again with 3.5 seconds left.
As the penalties are moving the Wolves down the field. 3.6 seconds left.
Here's the signal, pass interference against Del Norte.
The longest 10 seconds of football so far this year. It's going to march the ball all the way down to the Warrior 15, it looks like.
Oh, deepest drive of the night for Trinity. And it's been helped with back-to-back holding, defensive holding, and then defensive pass interference penalties.
That was pretty close, right at the 15, I believe.
Ball on the far side of the field. Two receivers to the left. They're going to start the clock. At least they're supposed to. There's the snap. This will be the last play of the quarter. Throw into the end zone, incomplete. No penalty flags, and that ends the third quarter. Warriors extend the lead out to 49-0 over Trinity as the Warriors getting ready to wrap up their non-conference portion of the season. We'll be back with the fourth and final quarter. After this, we're broadcasting live with Warrior Pride. You're listening to Del Norte Sports.
It's time now for the Warrior of the Week. And it's brought to you by Lisa McCowan, State Farm Insurance. Call Lisa when you want great service and State Farm Insurance. And now, the Warrior of the Week.
Your Lisa McCowan State Farm Insurance Athlete of the Week is Scott Peters of the Del Norte High boys soccer team. After missing last season with a knee injury, Peters, the Warriors' senior goalkeeper, has anchored a defense that has allowed just 3 goals through the team's first 2 matches. Lisa McCowan and her team at State Farm Insurance wish Scott and his team the best of luck this season. Scott Peters, your Lisa McCowan State Farm Insurance Athlete of the Week.
And this has been your Warrior of the Week. And it's brought to you by Lisa McCowan, State Farm Insurance. Call Lisa when you want great service and State Farm Insurance. And that is your Warrior of the Week.
12 minutes of football remains here in Weaverville. Trinity High School. Del Norte comfortably in front, 49-0. John Pritchett, John Horner with you as the Wolves trying to score here to start the fourth quarter. In the shotgun is Trinity's quarterback, Hubbard. The right-hander pumps, looking, throws over the middle. It's tipped around for a while and falls incomplete. But we have a penalty flag on the play, and it's going to be roughing the passer against Del Norte. And that was Davian Aftal getting a chance to say hello and came in just a bit late. That moves the ball inside the 10.
Half the distance.
And it's first and goal. First time we've said that tonight for the Wolves.
On the 8-yard line.
Hubbard with a running back to his right. Takes the handoff, looks, throws, intercepted. Warriors with the ball. Coming back the right side. And returning it.
He's got to be a new one.
That is Trevor Freeman, number 77.
That was a great one.
At the goal line, just went up and got it. The 6th interception of the season for the Warriors, and it stops Trinity's bid to end the shutout.
Tough break for the Wolves as they were almost knocking on the door there inside the 10.
Freeman brought up earlier this year from the JVs. He's a 6-foot, 210-pound sophomore. Looks bigger than that. And that will undoubtedly make defensive coordinator Darren LaFazio happy. Warriors on offense, hands the ball off. That is Lofton, still on his feet, going down the right sideline, shaking off would-be tacklers all the way into Trinity territory to near the 40-yard line.
The freshman, I told you he'd break up a big one. Great job by RJ down the sideline. Good for 42 yards on the play for the freshman.
First and 10, Warriors at the 47. Del Norte's youngsters getting substantial playing time tonight.
The Warriors in the third quarter, 7 rushes for 109 yards. Once again, great effort by the Warrior offensive front line.
And I believe that is Freeman in playing center now. Price hands the ball off. That's Kenji Adams-Lee, and he'll gain 1 or 2 before he gets brought down. Protect your foot, son. Protect your foot. And we got a late penalty flag. And let's see what we got. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Trinity.
Kenji got 2 yards on the carry, though. They're going to march off another 15. That'll be a first down for the Warriors.
Adams' lead now, according to my stats, is now 29 of 29 on PATs. He's not attempted a field goal this year. Last year, he was 1 of 2. Night and day difference between last year and this year.
Absolutely. Very fluent, very confident, and very good leg.
I'd say he could have a realistic chance from 40, maybe even better than that. Price goes under center, hands the ball off. That is Lofton again. And gets it about 5, down to about the 20 on the far side of the field. Probably more like 4.
Clock running clock, 8 minutes left here.
Del Norte trying to put an exclamation point on this victory here in Weaverville, where it's gotten really chilly.
Check that.
However,
your clock, your phone's not even working. It's so cold.
As somebody pointed out, still says 50 degrees. I think it's chillier than that. 46.
46. You're refreshed.
46 and dropping like a stone. But as somebody pointed out, hey, at least it's not bugs.
You're right.
Price gets the ball, hands it off. Lofton again, big hole right side. And he gets near first down yardage.
Runs the ball up the right side, picks up a couple more yards.
And it's going to be third down for Del Norte.
Good for 3 yards on play. About 3rd and 3, huh?
3rd and 3. Ball on, looks to be about the 17-yard line. Make it maybe the 16. Clock continues to run. 49-0 our score. Stay with us for the Freeman Rock postgame report. Caleb Price hands the ball off and quickly locked up and thrown down as Lofton.
I think we might get a field goal attempt here. We might get that chance to see what kind of distance we got here, John.
So if the ball is going to be placed on...
I'm going to put it about on the 25, make it a 35-yarder.
Yep, that will be
35-yard attempt.
35-yard from the right side hash mark.
Warriors line
the right-footed kicker. 1 of 2 last year on field goals.
Set for the kick.
There's the snap. There's the hold. There's the kick. It's got plenty of leg. It is good.
That was good from 45. What a kick by Kenji Adam Lee. 35-yard field goal attempt. John Pritchett, we got ourselves a kicker.
Indeed. So with 5:42 remaining and clock running, Del Norte now leads 52-0. And that touchdown is brought to you by, or not touchdown, that field goal is brought to you by.
Field goal is brought to you by L&L Design and Construction for home and remodels and non-construction. In new construction, call 707-465-6432. Forgot field goals were sponsored also by L&L.
Warrior Athletics also brought to you by members of the legendary Sportscasters Club, including Curry Equipment, your one-stop shop for power equipment in Crescent City and Brookings. Crescent City Glass. If it's glass, they work with it. Serving you since 1947. Redwood Hotel Casino. Visit Yurok Country Hotel, Restaurant, Casino, jet boat tours, and more. Sutter Coast Hospital. here for your care. More John, Napa Auto Parts Store. Come to More John to get you back on the road fast.
Your score 52-0. Del Norte leading with just over 4 minutes left here in the ballgame.
Kenji Adams-Lee kicks off. Mello picks it up and gets quickly brought down by Del Norte. Making the play for Del Norte is Athol, the senior, getting some playing time tonight, as Coach White has went to his bench liberally in the second quarter. Not that he has a lot of
bench to go to.
That's exactly right. So the Wolves get the ball back. They got it inside at the 10, but an interception by Trevor Freeman ended that drive. Del Norte trying to throw a shutout tonight. Hubbard back in the shotgun. Hands the ball off. And finding a little running room, but getting brought down is the Wolves running back. Making the tackle for Del Norte is Trevor Freeman.
Liston on the carry. He's going to be good for 7 yards on the carry.
As Trinity goes no huddle. Clock running, Warriors way out in front. Back to pass, throws over the middle, tip.
Who's got it?
And it's still loose, and the Warriors got it. And coming down with it is Trevor Freeman, his second interception of the quarter.
The man's unpossessed.
The ball got tipped 4 or 5 times before Freeman just kind of grabbed it.
He was very opportunistic interception there. Kind of landed on his shoulder after about bobbled 3 or 4 times.
Less than 3 minutes to go in the contest. Del Norte leading 52-0 on the Center Coast Hospital scoreboard. Pretty good pass. Just not hauled in by the receiver, and that's been a problem for the Wolves the second half. They went to that quick passing game, and it's been effective.
Absolutely, and Hubbard's done a great job. Great footwork and finding his receivers. Just can't get on the same page.
Backup quarterback Caleb Price goes under center. Split running backs behind him.
Caleb Price under center.
And it's Lofton right side. And he'll pick up 1 or 2 before he's brought down. Freshman seeing extensive action tonight here in the second half. Cox Coley, after his 62-yard touchdown run, not been seen since.
He still got his 100 yards for the night, though, John. Got his 100 yards and hopped out of the game.
As Cox Cooley closing in on 1,000 yards. Del Norte went about 7 seasons without a 1,000-yard rusher. Last year they had 2 in Sebastian Puente and Ethan Price. And now this year, Cox Cooley getting close.
They just called $1 pizza.
With 90 seconds remaining in the game. Price with the ball, hands it off. That's Adams-Lee, and he will get it to past the 40 to about the 38.
Nice gain of about 7 yards.
As the senior getting some time at running back after nailing a 35-yard field goal, his second of his Warrior career. If memory serves, last year it was a 25-yarder.
Yes, it was. 3rd and 3 here for the Warriors as the clock continues to run. Just under 1 minute left on the Center Coast Hospital scoreboard. Del Norte leading 52-0.
Remember, on Tuesday night, Del Norte's girls volleyball team, if I'm right, is going to play host to Eureka. Price putting his running backs where he wants them. Checks the other side, gets what he wants, and hands the ball off. Adams-Lee again.
Weiland.
That is Weiland, 36, not 34. He picks up a couple, and that should wrap this one up in a nice, pretty bow for Del Norte. Del Norte comes to Weaverville and walks away with a 52-0 victory over Trinity. Second year in a row, Del Norte has defeated the Wolves. And that will wrap up the non-conference part of the season for Del Norte.
Del Norte
as the Warriors improve to 6-1 this season with a 52-0 win. We'll be back with the Freeman Rock postgame report right after this. We're broadcasting live with Warrior Pride. You're listening to Del Norte Sports.
It's time now for the postgame show, and it's brought to you by Freeman Rock, family-owned, serving Curry and Del Norte counties. We'll be back with Mad Dog and John coming up next.
Freeman Rock is your complete source for landscaping products, including topsoil and soil amendments. Buying your products in bulk is the most economical and ecologically friendly. And Freeman Rock also delivers. Freeman Rock is open Monday through Friday, 7 to 5, and Saturday by appointment. Freeman Rock has supplied our communities with quality ready-mix concrete, sand, and gravel, and now landscaping supplies since 1976. Check out our new updated interactive website, freemanrock.com, or call 469-2444.
The Hyuchi Hamlet, nestled in the redwoods by the Smith River, is your store of convenience. Whether you're spending the day at the river swimming, fishing, hiking, camping, or just taking a leisurely drive, Hyuchi Hamlet has everything you need, from hot snacks, cold beverages, and groceries to fishing tackle and gas. Stop in to see what kind of goodies you can find whenever you're nearby. Hyuchi Hamlet, proud supporters of the Del Norte Warriors.
Life can change in a heartbeat. A traffic accident, a sports injury, a heart attack or stroke. Suddenly, your world turns upside down. When you need attention quickly, turn to Sutter Coast Hospital's 24-hour emergency room. Skilled emergency doctors and nurses here offer compassionate and immediate care. Located in Crescent City, right off Highway 101, turn to Sutter Coast Hospital, serving the North Coast region for more than 30 years.
When you choose L&L Design and Construction, it's a game changer. They can do it all. New home construction, remodels large or small, garages and manufactured home site development. They're local, reliable, and love this community. When it comes to design and construction, choose the LaFazio family at L&L, proud supporters of the Del Norte Warriors. Start planning for spring today. Call 707-465-6432, license number 931605. Now, the postgame show, brought to you by Freeman Rock, family-owned, serving Curry and Del Norte counties. And now, here's Mad Dog and John.
Del Norte posts its second shutout of the season, knocking off Trinity 52-0 here in Weaverville. John Pritchett, John Horner with you, JD back in the studios, and welcome to the Freeman Rock postgame report. And Mad Dog, it was all Warriors all the time.
Absolutely. The Warriors did a great job of executing what they wanted to get done tonight. Great job by O.J. Kalea in the first half of getting out there, feeling the pocket presence, and throwing the ball where he needed to. Once again, great performance on both sides of the ball.
Let's recap the scoring, and it's all Del Norte. First quarter, Caleb Price hauled in a 10-yard touchdown pass from O.J. Kalea. Midway through the first quarter, it's 7-0. Followed up quickly by Levi Cox-Cooley's 5-yard touchdown run. It's 14-0, and then with minute and 18 seconds to go in the first quarter, Gio Gonzalez, a 52-yard catch and run from O.J. Kalea. It's 21-0. That is your Seaquake play of the game, and it sounded something like this. And
no huddle.
Kalea gets the ball, straight drop, looking, throws deep over the middle. It's caught. That is Gonzalez down the left side and into the end zone. Gonzalez from 52 yards out.
What a job by Gonzalez. And what a look by O.J. Kalea. He caught that ball. He threw that ball right across the middle over the top of the defender and caught Gio Gonzalez in stride.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your Seaquake play of the game. It was more of the same in the second quarter. Price with his second touchdown catch of the night, a 4-yarder this time from Kalea. It's 28-0 in the second quarter. Gonzalez gets his second touchdown of the evening. This one from 14 yards out. It's 35-0. And that was the score at halftime. In the third quarter, a couple more touchdowns. This time Cox-Cooley scoring from 62 yards out. And then Chase Blackburn from 15 yards out. It's 42-0, and then the evening concluded as Kenji Adams-Lee knocked down a 35-yard field goal that was good from far beyond that for the final score, 52-0. Kenji Adams-Lee also made every single one of his PATs. He is now 29 of 29 on points after touchdown this season. A dominant performance by the Warriors, but they were expected to win easily against a team that was winless this year.
Absolutely. Del Norte came out and did what they needed to do, and nobody got hurt from what I could tell, and that's always success when you can win that big. Taking a look at the stats, 3 of 13 passing for Trinity for 63 yards, 20 rushes for 4 yards for a total of 67 yards for the Trinity Wolves. Taking a look at 25 rushes for 262 yards, 10 of 12 passing for 194. Cox Cooley led the way for Del Norte, 6 carries, 129 yards, and number 2 in carries was the freshman. Lofton had 8 carries for 53 yards, and Gonzalez led the way in the receiving category, 130 yards on 4 catches. Great performance by the Warriors.
Joining us here in a few seconds will be Coach Nick White of the victorious Warriors. And Del Norte next week has the bye. And frankly, it could not come at a better time for Del Norte. Right before the start of the Big Four conference season, giving Del Norte a chance to heal up.
I can't think of a Big Four conference season that could be more anticipated than this one. All 3 of the games are going to be highly contested. It's going to be a wild last 3 weeks of the season, and I can't wait.
Getting the headphones is Coach Nick White. And Coach, congratulations. An easy win, one you expected, but one where your kids came out and took care of business.
Yeah, that's what we want to do, was focus on ourselves and just go out and execute the plays, And we've been telling them all week, don't worry about who we're playing. Come up here and, down here and, execute. And that's what we did.
A great performance from your quarterback, O.J. Kalea. Started off the season really hot, struggled against Mazama, just didn't look comfortable. Tonight, he really looked like a quarterback.
Right. He's been putting in the work in practice, and tonight he definitely threw a lot of great balls. Lots of been working on putting air under the balls, and he delivered a couple beautiful footballs, and one to Price and one to Gio on the corner out there.
And I don't remember a single dropped pass.
Yeah, I think we did great, like passing the receivers around the right routes, held onto the ball. OJ read it perfect. I think we had a couple breakdowns, and pass protection was the only thing I can say negative about our passing game tonight. But it was great overall performance in that area.
Another outstanding effort by your defense, second shutout of the season.
Yeah, we put the game plan in. They executed. They came out and something a little bit different that they haven't ran this year, so it threw us off guard at first. But our kids have their basic rules and fundamentals on defense, and it didn't phase them one bit.
You must be pleased the way your younger players, you don't have a lot of them, but your younger kids stepped up. 2 interceptions from Trevor Freeman.
Yeah, that was awesome. The coolest part about these games is, the kids that don't get to play a lot and they put all the work in and practice on the scout team get to come out here and then perform. And the sidelines erupts when he gets those interceptions. Kenji Lee's field goal was huge for us as far as like team chemistry and all that stuff goes. Everybody was excited, jumping up and down. We're happy that those guys get in and get to make plays.
We talked in the pregame show the fact that you got a bye week coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, of course, get everybody healthy.
Yep.
But what are you going to do this week to get ready for your week of preparation for St. Bernard's?
First and foremost is just watch the film, see what they do, game plan like we would as if we're playing next Friday, and then go 100% full board on Monday. So we'll get after the game plan right away. We got 2 weeks to prepare for them, and it's a brand new season. League starts, everybody's 0-0, everybody has a chance to win league, so we have to make sure we're ready, prepared, and we will be.
Coach, thank you very much for joining us. I'll let you get back to your team.
All right.
And get back to Crescent City at a reasonable time.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Coach Nick White of the victorious Warriors claiming a 52-0 victory over Trinity in a game that Del Norte dominated from beginning to end. Same story for the JVs. Warriors capture a 36-8 victory over Trinity. Del Norte's junior varsity now 5-1 this season, and they will play a special game on Thursday against a McKinleyville team that came into tonight's action undefeated. McKinleyville's JVs taking on Eureka JVs at Humboldt State University tonight. Mad Dog, any final thoughts?
Great performance by the Warriors. If you're going to script out what Coach White wanted to look like, and I think that was a lot of it. And I'm very proud of the team coming up here and not letting down and staying aggressive and coming out with a win, no injuries. And my final thoughts are, man, I can't wait for that 2 weeks. It's going to be the longest 2 weeks ever before that St. Bernard's game.
That was right. That's going to be October 18th at Mike Whalen Field, as Del Norte will play host to St. Bernard's, the start of the Big Four conference season. Del Norte will then make the trip to Fortuna on October 25th and then wrap up the regular season at home November 1st against Eureka. And that's the throw the stats, throw the books out. It all doesn't matter. Talk about a rivalry game.
I tell you what, they're all three going to be huge rivalry games. I can't wait for that. Last 3 weeks of the season, like you said, going to Fortuna is no joke either. I mean, they're doing well. Had a big win, bounce back win this week, and all three of those games, man. I don't think you could ask for four better coaching staffs when it comes to those four teams. It's going to be a wild run.
Del Norte takes care of business tonight at Trinity High School in Weaverville, the final 52-0. Big thanks, as always, to our engineer without peer, JD, back in the studio. From Mike O'Brien at KPOD, General Manager Larry Tempe, President Mike Wilson, and the entire Bi-Coastal Media family, thank you so much for listening. And remember, you can hear a rebroadcast of this game on DelNorteSports.com. Our final score, once again, Del Norte 52, Trinity 0. For John Horner, I'm John Pritchett. We'll see you in 2 weeks. 2 weeks as Del Norte begins its bid for our Big Four Conference Championship with a home game against St. Bernard's with kickoff slated for 7:30 p.m. Good night, everybody. Everybody stay safe, and may God bless.
You've been listening to the Del Norte Warrior Game of the Week. And the Game of the Week is brought to you by Center Coast Hospital, serving our community with care. The Hyuchi Hamlet, gas, fishing, tackle, and snacks for your Wild Rivers adventure. Lisa McCowan, State Farm Insurance. Call Lisa when you want great service and State Farm Insurance. L&L Design and Construction. They love to support the Warriors. For construction work, call 465-6432. Co Central Credit Union, people helping people. And Freeman Rock, family owned, serving Curry and Del Norte counties. This has been a Bi-Coastal Media Sports presentation. It's time now for the Warrior of the Week. And it's brought to you by Lisa McCowan, State Farm Insurance. Call Lisa when you want great service and State Farm Insurance. And now, the Warrior of the Week.
Your Lisa McCowan State Farm Insurance Athlete of the Week is Scott Peters of the Del Norte High boys soccer team. After missing last season with a knee injury, Peters, the Warriors' senior goalkeeper, has anchored a defense that has allowed just 3 goals through the team's first 2 matches. Lisa McCowan and her team at State Farm Insurance wish Scott and his team the best of luck this season. Scott Peters, your Lisa McCowan State Farm Insurance Athlete of the Week.
And this has been your Warrior of the Week. And it's brought to you by Lisa McCowan, State Farm Insurance. Call Lisa when you want great service and State Farm Insurance. And that is your Warrior of the Week.